despite the wet weather, how much have you been able to get out on the training pitches and get the sort of work in that I'd imagine you'd want to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty heavy down here, to be honest. So you have to guard against that. It's really, really, really heavy down at the training ground, and has been for from what I gather now a few months. But as I say, the weather pays no attention to criticism.
Absolutely. In terms of what you're trying to get over to the players, how receptive are you finding what they've been shown in classrooms and stuff? Because I guess what you want is intelligent players who can take on board the information, isn't it?
Yeah, well, everybody would want that up and down the country. I mean, the players have been receptive from the minute I've come in the door. So I don't have any issues with any of them on any of that. I think that I think last week, even when you look at the week, I mean, obviously the Saturday's game, because it's the last one that you look at, they never stopped trying. They were just absolutely dead on the feet by the time that third game come last week. And with all the travelling and all that that's incorporated, to go to Barrow on a Tuesday night and get back at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden be back on the bus for Friday to go all the way to Crawley. I'm not being funny. I don't know if it gets any worse than that. But the lads gave everything last week. We just didn't play sharp, and that does come from fatigue.
And can the feel-good factor and the confidence that they'd have gained from knowing that they can beat Barrow, can that still carry over despite, as you say, it was a tired performance at Crawley more than anything?
Yeah, I haven't looked at them this week and thought, okay, they're all of a sudden their confidence is not there or whatever. They've done some great things in training this week. So yeah, I'm not looking at that and thinking, the players' confidence is low or anything like that. Not at all, no.
2 home games in a row now, but I guess they don't get any easier. Tranmere have just beaten Stockport and then Wrexham to come. How do you approach those 2 games?
Well, we just approach one of them, and that's what we've done. So we'll approach Tranmere. That's what our focus has been on this week, and it's a game we're looking forward to. And then the Wrexham game, I went to watch MK Dons and Wrexham the other night. So we'll deal with that game once Saturday's game's over.
What do you make of Tranmere though at the moment?
Good team. Work hard for each other. Yeah, good team. They look like they're playing with some confidence, which you would expect after beating Stockport. It's funny because it's 4-0 game, 4-0 scoreline, pretty much the same as our Mansfield game, but yet it really wasn't a 4-0 scoreline. Stockport could have scored quite a few goals on that day as well, and the timing of the goals is always very important. Not only, like I said, not only does it change games, but it changes mindsets as well. So, whilst I think Dave Challoner, I think he went on record to say he wasn't very happy with his team that day, they could have easily have got a result out of that game as well.
Injuries, everyone come through okay last week?
We got a couple of issues.
And have you got anyone coming back from the treatment room who has been out before? Because obviously you've got a few of those as well.
Yeah, I know. So, like I said, we've got a couple of issues of ins and outs. So, we just need to get through today's training, see how everybody is, and then get through tomorrow. So we've got a couple of important days really, and decisions to be made.